that to be, and I have Bell's palsy. What Bell's palsy basically is, it's kind of like a damage to the facial nerve. The facial nerve is actually the nerve that helps with the movement of your facial muscles. So what happens when Bell's palsy comes along is that you can't basically move half of your face. So half of your face might get paralyzed, or you might lose muscle weakness. So in a lot of cases, like if you can see, in my case, the eye might look a little smaller. It's hard to move your facial muscles. You might lose a little bit of movement in your eye area. And as you can see, I can't now move my eyebrow. Or my nose. And as well, it's kind of hard to do it like a full mouth smile. So a lot of smiles have to be like small little smiles rather than a big smile because it's hard to move it. So it's basically, you know, the appearance that you get, and your face might look a little droopy. So every person gets a little different symptoms though. Some people might experience loss or increase of sound in the ear, changes in taste, numbness. In my case, my numbness was mainly in my tongue area, and it's really hard to speak sometimes because your lip gets a little bit you know, floppy, so you can't really pronounce the words right, and your tongue gets a little lazy because it's numb and it feels weird. So, and then you might have a little bit of salivary excretion. So it's just a lot of drooling going on. I drool a lot. Yeah, it's not fun to drool so much. Sucks to drool, but oh well. It's just a consequence of this issue. And in my case, it's kind of hard because I really like to do a lot of facial expressions. So the movement in your face is just really hard to do. Especially when it comes to kissing. Kissing becomes a little different. It's just like sending kisses. You kind of have to send it through the side because it's just, you can't really give normal kisses. Bell's palsy doesn't really have a like precise cause, so it can just come on set like all of a sudden. So it can just totally happen, and a lot of, you know, doctors think and believe that it could be linked to the herpes virus that causes cold sores. So to diagnose Bell's palsy, it's just basically to rule out the other things that might be causing nerve damage, like tumors and stuff. So they may do a little bit of MRI, CT scans, blood work, and stuff like that. So, but basically, it's a thing that will come and go by itself. A lot of times, people that get Bell's palsy just right away, 2 weeks max, and you're good. You don't really need a treatment. It goes away by itself. In other cases, you might need some treatment. Usually, they prescribe corticosteroids. I don't know how to pronounce that, but corticosteroids medications. Sorry, I'm not good with medicational pronunciation. They probably might mix it around with antiviral medication to kill that virus. It was a cold December night in 1999. The rain was pouring, the wind was blowing, and the thunder in the sky struck. No, there was no thunder, but it was a really cold day and there was rain. So for me, I think it was related to like the change between hot and cold. So it was this really cold December day, and I had chickens. We had chickens. I love chickens. So growing up, we had chickens in the backyard. The chickens just happened to be very hungry. I was inside watching a movie with the heater right on my face. So what does an 11-year-old girl do when her chickens are hungry?
She wants to feed them, of course, right?
So of course I go outside and look for the food to feed my chickens. The problem was that this food was inside of a bucket where we kept all that food. But the thing was that there was no more food, and the bucket has stayed outside with all the water from the rain getting into that bucket and filling that bucket. And the bucket was up in the little like higher area where you actually had to climb and pull the bucket. And me being young, I just go and head up and pull the bucket. The bucket falls on me. It's full of icy water and it wets me all over. Of course, nothing happened right away, but the next day I started feeling different. My face and my thoughts did not feel the same, and I started getting really bad cramping pain on the back of my ear. It was just so severe, it just would make me cry, and I felt really sick, like feverish, and I was just a really weird feeling. By the third day, I was eating a lollipop, and as I was sucking the lollipop, I could no longer suck. I noticed my lip was kind of twisting to the other side, and my tongue started feeling numb, and the taste was not the same. I didn't pay attention, but when I actually saw in the mirror, I totally looked different. My face was droopy, I couldn't move my face, I couldn't move my muscles, and everything was twisted. So
Of course, I panic. Who wouldn't panic? Wouldn't you panic? I mean, it's actually like...
I cried and everybody panicked, but eventually I got to go to the doctor, and the doctor looks at me and he's like, well, you have Bell's palsy. And what they tell me, that will go away by itself, which it didn't. I actually have 18 years of having Bell's palsy now. Living with Bell's palsy was not easy. You're 11 years old. When you're 11, you begin to change and you begin to grow and become a young lady. And looking as a weird creature was not precisely the way I imagined growing up. You know, people would see me different. They would point fingers at me. Even teachers would actually see me as a special needs student and would treat me differently. I was bullied pretty severely by other people in school. Even my own families treated me differently. And it was an experience that I didn't expect to grow up with. And it really changed a lot of who I thought I would become. Not to brag, but I used to be a really, really smart kid. I would be top of the school, getting top grades. After getting sick, it kind of affected the way I thought. It's like even my brain felt swollen. I couldn't think as I used to think. I couldn't act like I used to act. I became someone else. I hated myself, and I started to destroy myself inside out. And it was so sad. And it affected me physically as well. I actually developed, after about 4 years of having Bell's palsy, I developed what's called trigeminal neuralgia that affects the trigeminal nerve. That's actually the fifth cranial nerve, which actually is like a sensory nerve for the facial areas. So it actually has 3 branches. It has one to your eye, one to the middle, and one to your mandible. So this nerve is kind of like, I guess there's a little bit of pressure going on and some kind of damage. Sometimes this nerve starts acting up. So it actually feels like shocks and stamps in that area, and it's so painful to the point where it used to just drop me to the floor. I wanted to scream my eyes out because it's so painful. So that was really hard because I was even afraid to drive. If I had like a pain attack, it would be like horrible. I got given some carbamazepine, which is actually a convulsion medication, which is given for like seizures and stuff. But it kind of helps to kind of ease those symptoms. But the problem with that is that it's actually makes me really drowsy, so I can't take it because of the kind of job work that I do. So I drank a lot of painkillers. I still do, but I used to drink a little bit more, and actually so much medication, it gave me an ulcer and stomach bleeding. So it was just horrible, and it's just like dealing with Bell's palsy and trigeminal neuralgia both together. It's not a fun ride. Fast for 18 years till now, and here I am. I still have it, but I could say I survived. More than just a physical thing, it was more of a soul-searching kind of thing. It's been a rough journey, but this journey hasn't just affected me. It's more of that it has improved me, and it has shaped me. Now I see the world in a different way. I know that I see the world different than a lot of people do. And I think it was thanks to this journey. I used to hate myself, and I hated the fact that this happened, but I think it has been a blessing in disguise. I have learned that I am more valuable than just a physical appearance. I used to want to be beautiful and want to be liked by people, by guys, and get noticed, but instead I was just bullied and made fun of, and that hurt. But it made me realize that each and every one of us is special in their own way, and that we have more qualities and more value than just a physical appearance or a pretty face. And I hope that you guys find that. I hope everybody does, because there is so much more. It's more that we have eternal beauty, and I hope we could all shine that beauty to this world. I realize that I have more to give, and that my heart is a good heart that could give so much to this world. I finally realized that I am beautiful, and that I don't need no one to see that, because I do see that. I am beautiful inside and out, and I am glad I have gone through this experience. I am proud of the person I have become, and I know each one of you is special and beautiful in your own way. So I want to thank you for watching. It's been a little long video, but you know, it's kind of interesting to talk about all this craziness. But yeah, thank you for watching. I sent you all my love, and just remember, you are beautiful. You are beautiful. You are beautiful, and I send you lots of kisses. Take care. Bye bye.